YouTube, Black Market here. Wanted to I wanted to review some cryptocurrency tonight. I I take a certain portion of my portfolio and I invested in cryptocurrency, so I wanted to go through a few charts tonight on some of the cryptocurrency that I actually invest in, and just review those. Just kind of give you an overview of what I use, kind of inflection points I buy at, how I trade them, and just let you know what I do from that standpoint. So starting out, you can see I actually go to a website called CoinGecko.com, and then if you click on the name of the cryptocurrency you want to trade, then it goes into a field where you can actually pull up a chart, and it shows you the price, market cap, and then you can click on Trading View. So that's what I use to actually chart these different cryptocurrencies. So you can see here, we're looking at the Bitcoin. So you can see it's got the market cap, website, etc., etc. Few other key metrics about it. And then if you scroll to the bottom, you can see the 1 hour, 24, 7, 14 day, 30 day, and 1 year return on the coin. And then at the bottom, you can see the chart. So you can see on Bitcoin's chart, I just drew a couple key levels so you can kind of get an understanding of what I'm looking at. But what I do is I pulled up the Trading View chart here, add a couple of indicators. So I like the 21, so I've got the 21 EMA on here, and then I've got the 50 period MA on here too. And those are the main two moving averages I use. And then I pretty much buy all my cryptos off the daily chart. I don't day trade them or try to scalp them or anything like that. So I'm more or less a buy and hold when it comes to the crypto market. Just because I'm pretty much just getting into it, and I'd much rather just buy them and hold them, since I don't have a ton of my portfolio allocated to the cryptocurrencies, right? So you can see here, kind of looking back, Bitcoin's bounced off that 50 period moving average pretty decently, on its way up to, obviously, when it got up to some of its all-time highs around 65,000. But you can see here that now it's moving back down towards past that 21 day or past that 50 period moving average. And you can kind of see where Bitcoin's had based here at the 51,000 level. It's broken through that. So now I kind of drew in another line to just show where, right, we've had a lot of buying pressure at that 45 to 46,000 level. And you can see there was some price action, and some accumulation a bit at that $45,000 mark. So I'm assuming Bitcoin will probably kind of leak down to that mark and base there and start retracing up, or it could continue to flush. Another thing I look at is the Bitcoin dominance, market dominance chart. So essentially, what this means is what percentage is Bitcoin of the cryptocurrency market. So you can see, and once again, I look at this on a daily chart. Really, when you start getting to that 50%, 51% level, typically when you see Bitcoin, it's kind of like, right, sector rotation, but just in cryptocurrencies. When you're looking at Bitcoin and when you start to see that market dominance start to leak past that 60 mark, because you can see here we had a ton of accumulation here. So that's to a certain extent has been some normacy for Bitcoin, where it's got a 60% market cap or market share. Well, when it starts leaking below that market percentage, then all this is flowing into altcoins, which that's why you started seeing kind of some of the rise with Dogecoin and some of the rise of some of the other altcoins, because that market dominance was actually flowing out of Bitcoin into other altcoins. So we'll see how this looks. If you look on monthly chart, here you can see it even a bit cleaner for Bitcoin. You can see where, right, we've had a lot of accumulation between this 70 percentile and 60 percentile mark. But now, and you can easily see here at this 51 percentile mark, right, we had a big ring candle go through here, so we had a lot of buying pressure coming through to break through that level. But you can see where Bitcoin is really kind of accumulates. It base is usually around that 51%, 52% mark before before Bitcoin actually starts going back up towards the 70% percentile mark. So it's going to be interesting to see over the next month and then over the next few days, kind of if Bitcoin is going to base right here at that 51%, 52% mark, or is it going to continue to leak and go back down towards lows, in 18 where it was at 35%. But this is, a really good setup, I guess, a really good visual on where that market dominance is at for Bitcoin. So I'll roll through a couple more cryptos. So if you look at another one, I look at and I've invested in is ETH. So Ethereum, you can see here is kissing that 21-day moving average. And really, there's been some points where Ethereum's held it, and there's other times where it hasn't. So it could still be a good buying level. I'll probably end up buying a little bit here. And if it does leak down to the 50, I'll probably buy again there. And you can see here where we've had some accumulation and it's based a bit there, and right here. So that $1,900 level is a pretty good price point too. Another one I like is Polkadot. Polkadot is pretty fire. This is the daily chart, so you can see it's breaking through the 21 and 50 here. So I'm looking forward to probably base down at the 29.70 mark. And if it leaks down through there, you can see we've got some trend, right, going down all the way down to like $21. So I'm just kind of waiting to see where Dot's going to land before I start to buy that guy. We got some ADA, some Cardano. This is definitely a popular one. You can see on this one as well, right? We've had really a market leakage, and we really had some market weakness in Bitcoins in general as of late. But you can see this one as well is went past the 21, is broken through the 50 on the daily. It's kind of broken through this level here at the $1.15 mark, and you can kind of see where we've had a lot of buying pressure come back up, but it's kind of stopped right at that $1.15 mark. And if you look across back to the left, you can see where we've had all that price action, all that accumulation, that price accumulation right here. And we've had a few big bars, green bars, and some semi-size reds kind of breaking back and forth through that level. So that's a good buy level as well for Cardano. If it does leak through there, I'm looking at maybe 102 $1 level, and then if it leaks through there, we could fall pretty decently. So we'll see how that one shapes up. Of course, I gotta talk about Doge, the doggy coin. As you guys can see, we went all the way up to 45 cents, and the thing's just plummeted since then. It's really, as you're going to see here, it's really trying to let that 21 period moving average catch up on the daily. So we may come all the way down to that 17-cent mark, and you can see here with that long green candle, right? We had a lot of strength off that level. So I mean, I know it's a bit of a kind of throwing a hot dog down the hallway when it comes to Dodge, because it can fluctuate like crazy. But just a couple key points you can possibly look at to trade off of. I've got some CRO too, so some Crypto.com, and you can see here there's been some leakage in the Crypto.com as well. These are some huge candles here, so I mean this could be a key level around that 16-cent mark, or we could have some leakage. I'd say back around 12 cents possibly. So bit of accumulation there, but kind of a sloppy chart to be honest. So it's a bit hard to read. So we'll see how that works. And then last but not least, uh, let's look at some ETC, little classic action, Ethereum classic. Once again, we had a nice move off that 21, right? Made some good money. Went up to 50. So now, looking at that buy zone back down around 26.43 or so. You can see it kissed it earlier today, and so we'll see where that crypto lands and stops at. So just kind of waiting on a lot of these to start creating some levels, some base levels, and then we'll kind of see where we end up. But I know this video is a little bit longer than usual, but I just kind of want to give a kind of an overall overview of an overall view, I guess, of the cryptocurrency market and just kind of how I've been trading them. And so if you got any questions, you know what to do. Hit your boy up. Appreciate you guys supporting me. If you like the content, please like the video and subscribe. So hopefully your trading week went well. Hopefully your Friday you didn't lose a ton of money. You didn't make any huge mistakes in trading. And now it's the weekend. It's study time now. Get some rest tonight. Get recharged, and then let's grind out the rest of the week. So, anyways, appreciate you guys. Talk with you later.